He's looking around just to see if there's somebody else that might have something. Okay. Good morning, boys and girls. I am so happy to see you today. Are you happy to be here today? Say yes, yes. Raise your hand up. Yeah, that's it. That's much better. Yeah. Well, you know, today I want to tell you a story about an animal. I'm always telling a story about an animal, although the last time was about a lighthouse. But today I'm going to tell you a story about an animal. This animal lives in South Africa. South Africa. So this animal emerges from the water and comes out, and it's an amazing animal. He's young, and he's very curious. This animal is very curious, and his name is Hubert. But anyway, Hubert would walk for 17 miles and more. In fact, he walked all the way up. He traveled for 17 months, walking 400 miles. And they took pictures of him. Now, this was back a while ago, a few years ago, but it's still a very interesting story. Hubert would go up and down. He would walk up and down the streets of the cities and the towns. And as he would be passing the stores, he would look in the store window. Well, after a while, people started getting used to that. Well, there's Hubert, you know. But then he was walking down the street one day, and some people saw him coming because he's a big animal. And they became terrified. And I don't know what the telephone looked like in 1929 because I wasn't born yet. But anyway, but they had a telephone, and they called the police. But by the time the police got there, Hubert had already gone down into the river and disappeared. Now, once again, this animal, he could run 20 miles an hour. He's big, huge, but he could run 20 miles an hour. I tell you, that was so interesting. Now, you know, people just loved Hubert. I'm going to call on you. I'll let you be the first one. But they loved Hubert. And they even passed a law that said, do no harm to Hubert. Well, this animal, he would even go along, and he would be walking through people's gardens. Well, the people who had a garden would just, but the farmers became very upset because what took, time to plant and grow crops, he would go through the farm areas, through the acres, and trample all over these crops. Well, the farmers couldn't appreciate that. They didn't like that. But he was still a nice animal. Eventually, they had to take Hubert to a zoo where they could keep him there. But they would go and visit him because they just loved him so much. So what kind of an animal do you think this is? From South Africa. He's a big animal. But you know what? I want to tell you what the Bible says. The Bible says, they shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, saith the Lord. Hubert was not a mean creature. He's big, and he would travel many miles, and he would scare some people, and he would trample over some farmers' crops, but he was a good animal. He was a curious animal. But the Bible says, they shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain. Now you're going to tell me what this animal is. And I was going to call on you first. A lion. Woo! That's not right. Yes. An elephant. Wow. You are so good at naming animals, but that's not the animal here. Yes. A crocodile. Did you hear that? A crocodile. No, it's not a crocodile. Oh, boy. Here we go.
Bear?
A bear. A bear from South Africa. Coming up out of the water. Swimming in the water. Ooh, a bear. I bet bears can swim, can't they? Yeah, they do. Yeah. Those were all good guesses. Oh, here's Juliana. She's going to try. A hyena? No. Not a hyena. No, What do you say?
A giant lizard.
A giant lizard. Woo! Sorry.